Adin Ross and Theo are joining a long list of podcasters and influencers trying to walk back their support of Trump now.
I had a call with someone in my team. Now that I look back on it, I really, really wish I never got into politics.
My father immigrated here from Nicaragua, right? Like one of my prized possessions is I have his immigration papers when he came here. So I have tons of thoughts about it, but this was just fucked up, right? It was fucked up.
We already saw this same flip from Andrew Schultz in the Flagrant podcast, who were all happy to cozy up to Trump and help humanize him early on, only to later admit that his immigration agenda and other policies were reckless, misdirected, and hurting everyday Americans.
I believe when Trump, everything he campaigned on, I believe he wanted to do. And now he's doing the exact opposite thing of every single fucking thing.
I know what he's doing.
Even Joe Rogan, whose support of Trump was a huge deal, had to finally admit that things were getting crazy.
And then they're kicking students out that write articles they don't like.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Isn't a university supposed to be a place where someone's allowed to express themselves and have
non-violently?
Yeah. They're writing something down and they're not calling for violence either. And they're getting challenged. And that's supposed to be how it happens. You get challenged, smarter people have better arguments, or your argument stands.
Right, discourse.
Yes.
It's supposed to be a place for discourse.
That's what it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
And you're deporting people because you don't like who they're criticizing? That gets kind of shifty.
But let's be real, they can deny it all they want. These guys knew exactly what they were doing, even though they keep claiming they didn't vote for this.
They'll DM me like, you see what your boy's doing? You voted for this. I'm like, I voted for none of this. He's doing the exact opposite of everything I voted for. I want him to stop the wars. He's funding them. I want him to shrink spending, reduce the budget. He's increasing it.
They use their platforms to normalize Trump in exchange for views and viral clips, access to the president, and proximity to big names and companies like Dana White and the UFC. Now Trump is doing exactly what he ran on and exactly what was written in Project 2025. And now these guys are suddenly shocked. But just like this tweet calling them out says, you did vote for this. You voted for this and you pushed this. And you insulted anyone who warned you of what was coming, claimed it was TDS and vilified educated people. Own your mistake and actually help remedy it moving forward instead of being cowards. But I'm Jew, welcome to the channel. Please like and share the video. Don't forget to sub. Now, let's get into it.
I had a call with someone in my team. Can I tell you guys something? Now that I look back on it, I really, really wish I never got into politics. And I feel like that's a cool thing to talk about, obviously. It's I just kind of I know y'all didn't like that era at all, except for the Trump stream. Obviously, at the end of the day, it was the president. But now that I look back at it, it's damn, so many people just tie me to it. And now it's just fuck, no matter what, they don't even get to know who I am. Because they don't even want to. Oh, he did this shit with Trump. You know what I'm saying? And I really, really understand other people's side. And as I'm getting older, I'm just seeing I just don't think I'll ever care enough again for any other politician ever in the future. Just because it's at the end of the day, bro, humans, we're all humans, and
it's so funny that he's saying this now. It was all good before Trump took office. And because of the immigration policy, tariffs, a sinking economy, rising inflation, and the military stomping through U.S. cities, Trump's approval rating is one of the worst ever. And if you read between the lines, Adin is basically admitting that his close associating to Trump is now hurting his pocket. So it's clear that brand deals or sponsorships that maybe he would have gotten before aren't coming to him anymore because of that association.
I love watching a culture vulture spiral. You made your move. You put your flag in the sand. Now you facing all the backlash. Now you want to backpedal. Nah, stay with your man. Don't let a rich kid fool you. All he gives a fuck about is money. You know what it is? He's losing the black dollar. He's losing the black fan. All these companies, everybody knows how important the black dollar is. So what he's doing is he's backpedaling, realizing maybe the subs ain't what they used to be, or the influence isn't what it used to be, or too many people are calling me racist, and this, that, and the third. My manager had these racist remarks. I'm not cool with Kai no more. I'm not cool with Speed no more. We gotta call a spade a spade. Let's keep it a buck. Stay over there. Good old Trump and dump. You trying to do a Trump and dump? Nah. Once MAGA, always MAGA.
And let's not forget how deep down the Trump rabbit hole Adin actually was, where he not only supported Trump like an absolute sycophant, but he created false narratives to again humanize him and demonize everybody else and pushed it on his audience. He talked down to anybody that didn't agree with him and crashed out on people like Taylor Swift for endorsing Kamala Harris.
And then on top of that, libtard, retard, Taylor Swift wants to fucking endorse Kamala publicly, which is completely fucking retarded and shameful. And I'll tell you why, Taylor Swift. I look at your fucking private jet fuel, how much you fuel the shit. This bitch is spreading more fucking fuel around the world than me and all y'all combined, chat. Like, what the fuck is that bitch doing, bro? Real shit. Real fucking shit, bro. I don't give a fuck. Chat, do you understand that all these Democrats, the environment. Hey, retard, you're flying a private jet every 2 days. Like, you're in the NBA or some shit, bro. Like, y'all say ironic, I don't bitch and complain about the environment like they do, bro. I know that. I know you guys don't give a fuck. As long as you guys are all vote for Trump, I'm happy.
Now, nobody has ever accused Adin of being the sharpest tool in the shed, but you would think somebody that went that hard for Trump and that hard against anybody that went against Trump would know his policies and goals for his administration. He did a 2-hour stream with Trump and did nothing but praise him and kiss ass. There were no hard questions and no talk about policy. Probably the only takeaway that anybody has from this stream is this moment.
I'll tell you about TikTok. Trump is going to keep TikTok going, whereas Biden and Harris, they have no idea what it means. And all it's going to do is be good for China the other way. It's no good. We're going to save TikTok.
And of course, everybody called him out because this is a very clear grift. This is the definition of grifting. Adin Ross is whack as fuck and gets no sympathy or grace from me. But I like that he's saying what he's saying about regretting getting into politics. Still a beep, beep, beep. But I want everybody that supported Trump to not run from reality of today as loud as they supported. Sorry, Adin Ross, you knowingly chose the vampire. You knew what you were doing. Trump didn't hide the horrible shit he promised to do on the campaign trail. You have to accept consequences of your actions in getting him elected. And Adin Ross isn't the only one joining the I didn't vote for this club. Now Theo Von is trying to moonwalk back from his support of Trump too, with DHS using a video of his to make a meme out of deportations.
You got deported, dude.
Which he instantly came out strongly against. I guess him supporting Trump and getting kudos at the inauguration was cool, but being the face of deportations is just too much.
Vaughn posted on social media that he didn't approve of DHS posting the video, seemingly without his permission.
And he followed that up by talking about how traumatizing this whole situation was for him.
My father immigrated here from Nicaragua, right? Like, one of my prized possessions is I have his immigration papers when he came here. And I have him in a frame, and him and his siblings when they came here. And so I have tons of thoughts about it, but this was just fucked up, right? It was fucked up. And it was everywhere. It was like on all platforms and stuff.
So he knows deportations of regular folks is happening, and that's fine with him. But it's fucked up to him that they use his face to promote it, even though he promoted that same thing in his vote in support of this administration.
So that had me really kind of paranoid. You know, that had me start to get kind of paranoid and, you know, like closing, like, you know, I had the curtains in my house kind of closed. I was just like, you know, you're paranoid. I woke up the next morning. Sorry, I need some water. I woke up the next morning to a text from a high government official saying, hey, if you need some extra security in your neighborhood, or some extra police cars on patrol, let me know. And I'm like, what? What are you talking about? Extra security? I don't have any, like, you know, I don't even know the code to my Ring camera. Like, I don't even know how to log in.
But even that small detail is interesting, right? The fact that a random comedian and podcaster, Theo Von, can get text and communications from a high government official to get special protection. Again, that's what all these guys sold out for, access.
And then, and like, what, you're just going to put police cars in my neighborhood? What are my neighbors going to think? Now they're fearful. Like, it just like, I don't know, man. That like really kind of shook me. It really kind of shook me. But you keep marching on, you know, and you start getting security, and then now you have security, right? And the thing is, you just don't know. You just don't know.
And people just aren't falling for it. Theo Von was getting shout-outs on election night from the Trump campaign. Watching Von and Rogan pretending like they had no idea what Trump was going to do is enraging. Yes, Theo Von, Joe Rogan, and Andrew Schultz, you voted for all of this. Yes, you did. When you voted for Trump, this is what you voted for. All of it. Don't run away from it. Own it. All of it. And just remember, Theo Von's interviews with Trump, just like Rogan, just like Andrew Schultz, just like Adin Ross, definitely moved the needle, especially for their audiences. Make no mistake, Adin Ross doing the YMCA dance with Trump or Theo Von talking to him about drugs and alcohol definitely softened his image and humanized him to huge audiences. And they weren't the only ones that did this. Streamers like Phantom and other black celebrities also supported Trump. But just like Phantom, they couldn't name one policy or say one thing Trump was going to do. Only don't vote for Harris because she's going to ruin the country.
I think we legal almost everywhere. But if Kamala Harris win, oh, y'all niggas is cooked. I'm letting y'all know now. Y'all niggas is done. It's over. I hope y'all ready for all that shit. Because I don't think they're gonna let Trump win. I'm gonna give it a buzz. I don't know how this shit got political. I don't know. But one of my dad, I don't think they're gonna let this nigga win, bro.
Yeah, all these people that push this to their audience, all the grifters deserve to be called out. They don't get to act like they didn't know what was gonna happen when everybody else knew what was gonna happen. They don't get to go away quietly like everyone has amnesia and doesn't remember what they were pushing. All of them benefited off the connection or views for Trump. The rest of America be damned. But thanks for watching. Y'all let me know what you think about all this in the comments. Also, make sure you check out the next video and don't forget to follow me on Instagram for behind the scenes and life stuff, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.